Hey boys and girls, welcome back to Persona 5 Strikers. In the last episode, we saved the Shadow of Akane, as well as awakened Zenkichi to his full resolve to take down the evils of the world, holding himself back no longer. With Koei, the CEO of Medice, now in our sights, there's only one thing we need to do: use his own AI to break right through the veil of Osaka's prison, and take the fight straight to the source, the evil mastermind behind the Monarch Madness, Akira Koei, once and for all. And with that being said, we're finally taking the fight to the company of Medice, / the, basically, creators of the Emma app, since although Ichinose created the base, they're the ones that produced the most evil parts of what we can see. So, with that being said, honestly, we're definitely finally getting to deal with them, because Medice definitely needs to go down for everything that they've been doing, from Operation Oraculai to even just in general, just some of the stuff they've been doing, in trying to throw us under the bus even though they're the evil ones. So, with that being said, we're finally getting to deal with Akira Koei, and although he shows himself to try and be like this nice dude, he's definitely extremely evil, and we definitely need to shut down Emma once and for all. But, with that being said, we did technically forget to do something in the last episode. I didn't even remember about this, but when I went in between episodes to try and buy stuff, I was actually locked off of half of the shopping areas, and that was Lavenza here. Because Lavenza is kind of forcing us to go and see her. So, with that being said, let's do this. That's the...
Please come this way. I must discuss a certain matter with you.
Okay, Lavenza. Well, here we go. But yeah, it's kind of weird she didn't come and see us before we got to Osaka, since we know she can see us inside our dreams. So it's weird that she shows up now of all times, because she could have easily done this earlier.
It appears our journey is finally entering its closing act. As for this man named Koei's ambition, all the pieces have been gathered in one place. His heart must be truly warped for him to sacrifice the wills of others without hesitation. At this rate, even your futures may fall into his hands.
Well, we won't let that happen. We'll make sure to stop him. What should we do? We won't let that happen at all. Koei's not scary, honestly. After everything we dealt with in the previous games, Koei's small fries, honestly, compared to everybody else.
Indeed. I have no doubt you can do it. There is one more thing I must mention. I can only hope it will be of use to you.
What's that?
In all the various jails across the country, I can sense the energies of powerful shadows. With no masters to serve, they have been left to wander the metaverse. Defeating them may allow you to carry them within your heart. Know that facing them is not necessary, though they will surely prove a great source of strength.
Powerful enemies. Requests to defeat powerful enemies have been added. Accept the corresponding request, and then go to the designated location to initiate the battle. These powerful enemies are immensely powerful, but completing their quest will allow you to obtain them as personas through fusion, which is pretty cool. Although, it's kind of weird that you have to fuse them after fighting them, because of the fact that you would think they would just give them to you for free if you have to do a boss fight for them. But I guess it makes sense, so then you can then fuse what skills you want into them, but it is kind of weird though.
The power of this wild card you carry may very well be this world's trump card. I suggest you make full use of your personas as you steel yourselves for the battle ahead.
Okay, of course, Lavenza. But yeah, that's the one thing I missed out on, and if we did that in the last episode, I actually would have been able to do all my shopping. Although I did double check, I did skip through that in between episodes just to kind of see what is over there. I didn't miss much, so thankfully that's not a big problem, but it does keep you from doing quick travel around the map. So thankfully that's out of the problem now, so that definitely helps.
What's wrong, Spooks? Did you zone out? The safest point of entry is near the Tenbo Tower. Let's go.
Okay, let's go indeed. But now we have the request that we've been given for that, but honestly, I'll show it off for a second. We won't do it, since I don't see this as a story-based thing, but honestly, you beat the enemy, you get a whatever this beastly was scepter, so this would more than likely be... Well, based on that, I think this is... Let's see here, was scepter is, I think, the Kuflan, I think? I could be wrong, though, but it's definitely you just fight something and you get it. And also, one thing I just noticed that we haven't done yet is this junk collection. I want to get this out of the way, since this is Ichinose stuff. So, like I said, this does count a story for me, so we'll count it. But, junk collection part 4. Koan Ichinose, friend of the metaverse scroungers. I saw this news about Emma. How crazy. Well, if you happen to find any new junk while you're out and about, just send it my way. Deliver the strange discs? Yes, we will. And we get a upgraded version of Futaba's hacker gear for this. Definitely worth doing, honestly, since level 3 to level 4 is always going to be useful. And because of the fact that Futaba is always useful when it comes to the hacking parts, we always want her to be the best she can possibly be. So 50 HP over 40, and honestly, I think you do get double this hacking stuff as well. Definitely very, very good for her. But with that being said, let's finally start seeing how our team's doing, since we haven't got to check up on them yet, ever since we got to Osaka, so let's see what's going on with them.
My sixth sense is trying to tell me something. Yes, the screws here are marvelous. Sadly, I've already exhausted my traveling funds. Is this truly the end?
This case seems really sad. I want to be useful. Think you could help me out, Spooks? I looked at the ingredients for skewers. All we need to do is gather them and cook some for him.
Okay, of course. But apparently we got a new recipe. Cool. Definitely pretty cool. But yeah, definitely getting requests like that is always nice. Let's be honest, sir, because of the fact that it's, one, those kind of things like that is just in general for bond points. So if you make those recipes, you get more bond points for creating them for the first time. Definitely worth getting, honestly. But let's see how Futama's doing.
Be driving on to Sunky East Heaven. I'm gonna have a field day stacking up on the road. You know what, that I think about it? I've been walking around places I've never been all by myself. I asked the lady for directions and I talked to a guy selling takoyaki.
You've really grown up. That's the power of Osaka. Yeah, that's the power of Osaka.
Yeah, people are super friendly. It's doing wonders for my Christmas stats. Maybe I should try navigating in Osaka dialect. Moving and grooving, Joker. That's my boy.
Okay then. But very interesting little dialogue from Futaba there, but let's go see what Zenkichi wanted, since he is over in this location, so we might as well talk to him.
There you are. Here a strapping young lad like yourself can always use this.
It's a to-go container of gyoza. Thanks.
I bought myself a order and they threw in a second one on the house. I can't eat 2 whole things of gyoza. You take those. They're pretty good too. You know that you kids sure do cook for yourselves an awful lot, considering how many restaurants we see all over the place. With all these places to check out, we always cooking.
Honestly, cooking for yourself honestly sometimes becomes better than some of the restaurant food you can have.
We love cooking, and eating together is one of the best parts of this trip. Don't you ever cook, Zenkichi?
Probably not, based on his reaction.
Not really. I'm on the job so often, usually just grab something quick, like stubble or some bread.
Really? That can't be great for your health.
Yeah, I know. Ellie used to do all the cooking. Sometimes we'll slap together a meal when I'm actually home. Me and Connie's there and all. She doesn't seem to be the biggest fan of my cooking, though.
Why's that?
I feel like I'm gonna regret asking this, but what do you make?
I fill a pot with water, add salt, chopped vegetables, and whatever meat's on sale.
That does not sound good. Although, salt usually is pretty good on meats and stuff, but it seems kind of basic, honestly, bud.
Sometimes I add sugar to balance out the salt if I add too much. That's all it takes for an easy, well-balanced dinner.
Good grief. Why would you be so proud of that? Oh man, I do feel worse than ever for Connie now.
What else can I do, though? I've never learned how to cook a proper meal from scratch. She's a grown girl, though. I wish I could make her something actually good.
At least your heart's in the right place. It's a good sign for you and Akane's relationship. Hey Spooks, let's teach Zenkichi recipe. Not just for Zenkichi, but for Akane's sake too.
That would be probably smart.
The sooner the better. Now that I think about it, who knows if next time you might have to have the opportunity.
Oh, that's a great idea. Time for a master course, or in chef time. Oh, yeah, time for a master course, buddy. Hope you're ready.
You're the man. You better keep on Zenkichi.
What? Did you seriously sign me up for this without me saying so?
Yep, hope you're ready, Gramps.
Let's see. Spooks is a Koei master. We already showed Akane how to make that. What else should we teach? I know. How about asking Haru and Futaba? Haru's gotta know some healthy dishes. And we all know Futaba's picky about what she'll eat.
True. That would actually help.
Alright, Zenkichi. You better ask now, before it's too late.
Oh no. Not really the best time for...
Let's go consult Haru first. I'm sure she'll have an idea of an easy beginner dish for Zenkichi.
Yeah, because... Didn't you poking your nose into my business? Alright, fine. If I ever feel like it later, okay? I'll ask you later.
Looks like that's now, but we got some takeout gyoza for free. Thanks, buddy. Let's see what else he's got.
Elegant keychain. Man, if these things were actually lucky. We'd be living easy. I wasn't supposed to know, what middle schoolers are like. Damn. Got no clue.
Okay then. But let's see here. We got our new request, so we should probably throw that on, but I do need to still go over back to Haru since we haven't talked to her normally yet. So let's probably do that first before we do anything else. Let's start probably from this side where everyone else is, since it might be easier to go from this side and then go over via fast travel over to where Makoto is. Let's be honest here. Let's do on first though. Look, what I got. Cute, huh? It's a giant takoyaki pillow. I got this regional flair to it. Plus I thought it'd be nice, or for whenever we're hanging at the hideouts. They said they'd give me a good deal, so I kinda just bought it on the spot. Interesting. People in Osaka must really know how to make a sale. Or do they? Takoyaki cushion. I'll take it. It's definitely something for the Feathermobile. No reason not to grab it. Let's see what's going on with Haru here, and then we'll turn on the request.
Osaka's known for lots of things, and laughter is definitely one of them.
Okay then. Well, what about you Ryuji?
Man, this whole place is one giant comedy theater. I guess Osaka's kind of Japanese comedy's home turf, though.
I'm not too familiar of those traditional comedy shows. There's usually a funny man and a straight man. Isn't that right? What other kind of men are there?
You're kidding, right? Wait, suspense.
Probably. With how Haru's comedy seems, I think that's probably actually what she thought was comedy. But let's see here, Cookin' Papa. Zenkichi, this is for my daughter, Hasegawa. Okay, well let's see what's going on here.
The kid's got me thinking. I should start making sure Connie's eating right. How about helping me with some easy recipes? You, Kumura, and Sakura. Gonna steal your cooking skills.
Get Haru and Futaba to teach Zenkichi cooking. We get a little bit of bond experience for it, but that's always good. But let's see here. Since Haru is right next to us, let's just talk to her now.
You want me to teach Zenkichi-san how to cook? I mean, I'd be happy to, but I'm still working on improving my own skills as they are. Well, you've got a sharp eye for ingredients, and way more knowledge about food than he does. So there's 2 points for you already. Zenkichi's gotta learn how to cook with love, so he can really get through to Akane. And you know you can do that, so it sounds like you're perfect. That's so sweet. Thank you, Mona-chan. Well, if I can help, I'd be honored to lend a hand.
Well, thank you so much. You'll do great. Can I enroll in the class too? Yeah, can I enroll? It sounds like it'll be fun.
I'm not too sure there's anything I know about cooking that you don't already know. But maybe you'll pick up some new tricks.
Yeah, maybe.
So what do you think would make a good first lesson for Zenkichi? How about bonsai style cuisine?
Oh, bonsai. Okay.
It's a classic Kyoto approach, similar to farm-to-table experiences. It uses a variety of local vegetables and seafood, nothing overly fancy.
Sounds pretty cool.
Sounds like a perfect bet, and plenty healthy for Akane too. Alright, what do you say we go buy everything you'll need while you get ready for the lesson? I'll get right on it. This may be my first time behind the lectern, but I still have my reputation in the food industry at stake. I'll send you a request for a grocery list.
Okay, cool. New request is now available. Does that mean we have to get a request for Futaba as well? I have a feeling that might be the case. Let's see here. We already have everything. Haru, I'm ready to teach.
I think both Zenkichi-san and Akane-chan would appreciate some bonsai meals, but we need a few more things before we can start. Would you mind picking them up?
Deliver Kamunasu eggplants, tofu, and beef for an oat bonsai recipe. We'll definitely grab that. And since we already have it, no reason not to turn it in now.
Thank you for picking up the ingredients. I think we're ready for the class. You know what? Why don't we try preparing some bonsai dishes alongside Zenkichi-san? That way you can make them whenever you like in the future. Also you'll be able to jump in case I get anything wrong. So what do you say?
I've got your bag. Sounds like a lot of work. I'll leave it to Morgana. Well, I got your back. It's what friends do.
Thank you. I feel better already, knowing you'll be there too. Don't worry, Haru. I'll be right there with ya. Thanks, Mona-chan. I can't wait for our first cooking lesson together. Here's a recipe we'll be working with. Great. We're all set on Haru's end. Next up is getting Futaba on board.
True there. A bonsai recipe. There we go. Oh. So it seems like we might need to be doing something for Futaba too if we had a request for Haru there. So let's go see how Makoto is doing. Thought she was actually over here where this guy was standing, but apparently she was sitting right here. Oh, I'm surprised I didn't see her. That was weird. Did she not spawn in right? Because it didn't look like I saw her there at all. But maybe she was there and I just didn't see her.
Isn't this the place where the hero from the one show gets shot? I suppose if you were concerned cornered into a narrow alleyway like that, you wouldn't have many options. Wait, I know that store. And that one. Wow. They all look exactly the same.
Okay then. I wonder what show she's talking about. Must be maybe an anime or something, I'm honestly not sure. Or it could be a comp thing. I'm honestly not really sure there. But that's the only two choices I can really think of. Because if somebody got shot, it has to be, I would think, non-fiction at least. Or even fiction. So definitely quite a bit of, genres to go through, but it's honestly kind of a hard one to kind of figure out. But let's go see how Futaba's doing with us then.
You might need to get on your cooking class for Zenkichi. I mean, it does sound like it could be fun, but I'm not exactly what you call a secret taster. I'm picky about eating your Futaba brands. That's about the extent of my culinary knowledge. That's just it, though. Since you're picky about flavor, you'd be the best representative of how Akane might react to Zenkichi's cooking.
True.
You see what you're getting at. So, you're putting Judge Futaba on the case, huh? I don't mean to brag, but I have been evaluating the mod cooking every day for a long time. I vow to be firm but impartial during this trial. So you are perfect for this. Don't stay your gamble, during this. Either no need to hold back either. You got it. So what's first on the docket? A classic curry recipe? No. Haru's going to teach us how to make a bonsai style of food. I've heard that before. Classic Kyoto cooking. But it's kind of fun for a middle schooler. You gotta teach him how to make kids stuff to, like to eat.
True.
You know what the kids like to eat? Curry and ramen. Except no substitutes. Well, I guess he should probably show Zenkichi how to make those some other time, Spooks.
he'll be in good hands, or fine, he'll definitely be in good hands.
In that case, you must prove your worth as an instructor. There's somebody no Zenkichi training until you prove the Korean ramen are purely up to snuff.
Okay.
Okay then. This should be a good warm-up for my dirty skills. Okay, Ali's cuisine. I have a feeling Futaba just wants to eat some of your cooking, but it'll still help Hanakane in the end, so I guess you're gonna have to get Judge Futaba's seal of approval on your classic Korean new ramen recipes.
Okay, new request has been added. What kind of, things does she need? Honestly, I don't even know. But deliver a Kyoto curry and deliver a miso ramen. Oh, already have it. Futaba Sakura, official tasting judge.
Kids today love eating curry and ramen together. We have some good and no, for sure whether or not it can serve as a proper judge in its taste test.
Okay, well, send the request. And let's go turn that in, since we already have it.
Yes, curry and ramen. I'm living high life now. My childhood was such a perfect meal. Oh, shall fall in its wake. We get that you're psyched, but how does it taste? That's what matters here. Yeah, the taste test. Oh my. It's incredible. This curry is just, as epic as sweet roast. In the Sapporo-style miso ramen, it's like I'm getting a vision of the vast Hokkaido skies. These both get A+, even. My palate's ready and ready to judge. Looks like your cooking's still on point. We're ready for Haru to start the lesson. Summon me break from my keyboards when it's time to start. The Levant trained Oracle is ready to analyze every last bit.
Okay, and with that, we're now finally ready to finish off cooking, Papa. Okay, well, let's do this. Turn it in, and let's see what happens.
Well then, shall we begin the lesson? Zenkichi-san, I said, shall we begin the lesson?
Yeah.
I know the judge presiding over the taste test. You shall take me as your honor.
Fine, Sakura. Your Honor. Hey, these two are getting pretty into it. You still sure this is a good idea?
Of course. There's two of the Phantom Thieves, best consultants for proper meal preparation. Just ignore how they're, so good at it.
Yeah, I guess it's fine. But it's just, alright. I'll go with flow for now.
Zenkichi-san, have you washed your hands thoroughly? Are your nails trimmed? And why isn't your apron on? Your lesson? No, your battle has already begun. And tie back this Sunday long hair of yours. Show some respect in my courtroom.
Wrong thing, Futaba, but okay then.
Oh boy. I have a feeling I'm about to get even worse than I do from the commish. Then again, could probably use some tough learning, every so often, especially if it's for Akane. Just you wait, Daddy's gonna make you your new favorite meal real soon.
And with that, you got some bond points out of it. Cool. And now we have 25 now. Definitely a lot to work with, honestly. Do I know anything I want to use it on, though? That's the real question. I think the proper showman sounds like a smart idea, just in general, and hopefully we can max it out. Yes, okay, that's really good. Because of the fact that we already know how good showtimes are, getting that maxed out early is actually really good, because this is actually something you need for most bosses. Like, dire shadows are things we keep seeing in some of the palaces. We definitely, with this ability, you can actually fight them more easily. That's really good. But I think we also need these maxed out first, before we can start dealing with those. But having this early is really nice, just in general for later. But I'll definitely take that. Thank you, game, for that. I didn't think we'd have enough bond points for that, but that definitely helps. But with that being said, we're now officially done with the extra stuff that we needed to do. Since now we did double check on our team, we're finally ready to see what's going on with Tenbodo here. And hopefully we can get inside that palace. So hopefully the password Zephyrman actually works. And if it doesn't, that's going to be unfortunate.
I think I'm right. This is our safest entry point for jail access. Alright. With that settled, we can finally infiltrate Kenobi's jail. Should we gather everyone and get started?
Yep, let's do it.
Great. Sophia, bring him up. And get him over here. Okay, I got it.
Okay, let's do this. hopefully this works, because if we can get inside that palace from where we are, because we know there is a palace in Osaka. Sophia's already noticed that and already told us there is indeed one here. We don't know if it is going to be Koei's, but if it is, that'll be perfect for us. And hopefully it works for us, because if we can start dealing with Koei, that's going to be the best person we can possibly do with out of every single target we've targeted so far. So we definitely could use this.
So this is our entry point this time. If his keyword is indeed the name of the superhero, one can only wonder what his jail would look like.
Ain't gonna be pretty, that's for sure.
We're going in. Is everyone ready?
I think so.
Yes, let's go.
We're gonna settle this thing once and for all.
This is for everyone, even those who got turned into monarchs.
Koei's gonna pay big time. Toying with people's hearts like that.
Well, yep, he is. Hopefully this is everything we need. So let's try out this keyword now.
Beginning the exploration. Entering keyword never right now. The keyword is Superman.
Very high-tech.
Yeah, figures it'd be another crazy one.
See that?
I'd say we just found Koei's castle. We're almost there. Only one job left to bring the villain to justice.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, and here we are. The Osaka prison, also known as the technologically advanced prison of Medice. So, with that being said, we're finally dealing with Akira Koei, since this is indeed his prison, because of the fact that we needed his name, and we also need to friend him. So, that proves entirely who the next monarch will be. So, with that being said, let's finally go start seeing what's going on here. Well, the infiltration went well, at least.
Stay sharp, everyone. This could potentially be the mastermind behind everything that we faced thus far. Security is bound to be tight.
True.
Right. We should expect that Koei knows how jails work too.
I assume not Koei's castle. If so, we have a destination. Time to get going then. Show me how it's done, guys.
Okay, let's do it. So here's to our next palace infiltration.
Hang on, check it stuff.
What is it, Oracle?
Check it out.
Hell's that? Machine gun?
Looks like one. It's weird. Spotlight with a machine gun with some kind of like sniper thing on top of it. That's weird looking.
Here's a top of the security camera too. It'll probably open fire if you get too close to it. So it's the same setup as we saw in Shibuya. The castle beyond here, so we're gonna have to do something about this thing first.
True.
If I could guess, I see there's a core somewhere around here, like powering it. I saw something that looked like a prison keyboard up top. If this is business as usual, it's probably there.
Well, that would work. Then I guess this is our first stop. Let's get going.
Prison keeps. Well, I guess I'll know once you get there.
Yep, you'll know soon enough, buddy. But, oh, Emma. Greetings, good citizens. Have you seen any evildoers nearby? If you do see any, please report it immediately. Our hero will then come to change their hearts. Akira is our one true hero. He is the only one who can save the world. Akira will keep everyone safe with the power to change hearts. He will protect our way of life. Yeah, totally. He totally looks like he's trying to save everybody by making monarchs and literally brainwashing people. That seems like the best case scenario. Yeah, sure, I'll believe that one. Not. Yeah, you'll have to make me believe that one, Koei. Akira.
It must be referring to Koei. I guess he's a superhero in this world.
So this is how he views himself. Ironic of the villains playing the hero.
That is weird.
Keeping everyone safe with the power to change hearts. What does he even mean by that? In this place, is that Emma? A phony hero creating himself around in the future city. Getting some major dystopian vibes from this one.
So does that mean we're the villains? that one a load of crap.
We'll expose him for what he is, but why a hero? Need a villain name. But why a hero though? That is weird.
Who knows? This isn't your everyday narcissist you're dealing with.
True, I guess.
Let's do him. What the real villain is.
True there. We'll definitely show him. But first is we need to find that prison keep in order to turn off these machine gun turrets, because we're not going to get anywhere with those on.
I told the prison keeper that way. Let's head over east first. Gotta be kind of a trek. We better brace ourselves.
Okay, some kind of trek on our hands. Well, east is not going to be too hard here. We just need to find our way to the east, that is. Looks like maybe... Can we get on top of this building? Nope. Okay, so we're going to play it a little bit more safer here and try not to move in weird spots. But if we want to go left, most of that place is closed off to us. So, yeah, how would we even get over there? Because they said that we would get shot, like, see? Won't actually shot at us.
It seems forcing our way through won't do us any good. I'm gonna look crazy for putting on our map. Might be kind of roundabout, but it's better than being blown to smithereens.
Okay, there we go. That works a lot better. Okay, so, honestly, from the mapping, it looks like we want to go this way. We'll definitely try out that way then. So let's see here, we got ourselves some shadows. I'm actually going to turn into Zenkichi, probably for most of this episode, and the reason why is I want to try and get the rest of his abilities, and then when we finally do get his final one, we will go over all of them. Because of the fact that Zenkichi, we still need to get the rest of his abilities, and we're far from getting all of them at the moment. Or actually, we're getting close, but the thing is I still need to get through one more level in order to, have everything. So, just in general, it would be nice. Because having Zenkichi at his strongest would definitely be nice, I'll be honest there. But let's try and move these shadows out of the way, just because we are kind of in a little bit of a cramped area because of everything with the machine gun turrets everywhere. So let's definitely be careful as much as we possibly can. So let's see here, we want to go up here. So far so good. Looks like we want to go on top of the wire here, and then zip on over from there. Man, these cameras are freaking everywhere.
Those who refuse to do as they're told will be eliminated without exception. I imagine that's Koei's goal, yeah.
Why would he go so far? He's nothing like the Phantom Thieves.
True there indeed. But it looks like we're getting closer to where we want to be. Well, let's see here, we can jump to this cover point here, and then jump this guy when he's not even looking. That'll definitely help us out. Okay, here you go, buddy. Bunch of these Naga personas that we've been dealing with. Nothing too dangerous, just because of the fact that I think they just nullify electricities for the most part, so they're not really that scary at all. But let's see here, it looks like we're almost there. Just making sure that there's no extra dialogue before we run towards anything. But, oh, well that's different. Huh, hello there. Hey, what are you doing? Nothing. Just doing, some maintenance here, on this car over here. It looks like your warranty on your, car is now over. Please get on out of the way. There's nothing to see here. Please don't hurt me with your, missile launcher you have there, buddy. Please don't do that. Well, there we go. Okay, big guy out of the way. Now we can deal with the rest of them. Okay, well that definitely helps us out there with the big guy out of the way. Because the big guy, those things are terrifying. Just because the bigger the shadow, the bigger damage they're gonna do, right? So let's be honest, they're definitely not friendly. Just because of how big they are. Well, let's see here, another shadow on our hands. Not the worst case scenario. As long as we're careful, we can be definitely fine against anything we deal with. And as we can see here, all-out attacks for ambushing on weaker enemies are always super easy to deal with. Let's see here, we're getting closer to where we want to be.
Someone needs to help you that was on challenge. Here's hoping the next one is, even easier.
Hopefully so.
So this is what cities might look like in the future, huh? Place so rich and orderly. It's giving me the creeps.
I don't like it either. Not to mention creeping one sweet living inside.
Gotta say I agree too. I prefer cities with actual people in it. True. This place is pretty desolate and definitely dystopian. Definitely proves he's no hero, that's for sure. He's running a dystopian city here in his prison. No, we haven't seen much yet, because there's definitely more to this place than what we can see, that's for sure. But where do we need to go anyways? Yoji Zoo. There's a zoo here? That's interesting. Huh. Okay, well, let's make our way to Yoji Zoo, because that's definitely where I want to go. That's also a weird cover point, by the way. Just noticing that. Just because of the fact that it's literally right next to a shadow. It's kind of strange for a place, because that doesn't seem like somewhere where the shadows wouldn't even notice you. Let's be honest there. I would think that guy would have saw us if we were to sit here. Well, let's see. Where do we need to go next? Looks like this guy's where we want to go. Let's just jump right on top of him. That makes things 10 times easier, let's be honest there. Okay, here we go. Now we actually have some dangerous ones. Valkyries are where things get a little bit more dangerous than the previous enemies we fought, that's for sure. Well, let's see here. It looks like we want to go up here, jump up here, and then looks like this wire here is where we want to go.
Alright, looks like we can make our way to the prison keep from here.
We've arrived at Yoji Zoo, but the prison keep is somewhere not in Mount Shiro then.
Mount Shiro it is. Then let's go, everyone.
Yeah, let's definitely get over there. See if we can see it from here. Doesn't seem like we can see it, but it definitely, if Futaba saw it, we're definitely heading that way. That's for sure. But where exactly? Oh, well, hello there, buddy. Can I shoot you? Nope, okay. What was worth a shot? Well, it looks like we got ourselves another big guy on our hands. Well, let's see what he's got. Something's not right about you. Wait, I see. You must be villains.
Say what? If anyone's villain here, it's you, pal.
Enough talk. It's the name of our hero, Akira. I will in the name of our hero, Akira. I will execute you here and now. You could definitely try, buddy. Ain't gonna happen, though. Let's be honest here. Oh, it's Ganesha. Hey.
Here it comes. Take it out.
Yeah, take it out indeed. Hello, buddy. You gotta try harder than being one of these personas to deal with me. I actually literally have one of these on me. So, this guy trying to knock me out is not gonna work for him. Let's be honest there. Oh, my Freydine. That's kind of scary. Ooh, ow. That hurt a little bit, but not in the worst case scenario. Okay, let's turn on Fury, because now we actually crit with Fury attacks now. So we want to try and use those a little bit more often, just because of the fact that it does do crit and it can break through shields. We definitely want to be making sure we do stuff like that as often as possible, just because, obviously, shield breaks is literally the main thing you want to be doing, just because that's where most of your damage is going to be coming from. So make sure you're always doing that kind of stuff. If you want to be doing damage, that's what you're going to be wanting to do, let's be honest. So thankfully, it's easy to do them, since obviously it's not too hard to do some of these attacks, let's be honest here. Since there's not that many combos to do, the main thing you need to be doing is making sure you dodge. And that's pretty much the worst thing to kind of get used to. Owie. Apparently that would have knocked me out, but ouch. Ouchie, ouchie, ouchie. Well, let's get you out of here before you get yourself knocked out. Let's try and go into Ryuji here, maybe, and try and do some big damage here. Because as long as we can kind of get a couple of these charged up attacks in here, we can definitely do quite a bit. Let's try and go for maybe Wolf's all-out attack here, just because we haven't done it Showtime yet, so honestly, let's do this. And with a maxed out Showtime gauge ability, definitely the amount of damage we just did to him is way too much for this guy to deal with. And let's definitely get some heals in for free here, just because any kind of heals we can get for free, because that's literally what Zenkichi's main ability is, will definitely help us in the long run, just because he definitely pretty much knocks himself out for free, for most of these enemies if you're not paying attention. He's trying to do something hard here, actually. He tried to do a charge attack there, it almost got me, but I dodged in the last second. But it didn't count as a counter attack, but it would definitely look like he was going to hit me. But free level for Eugene on, we'll definitely take it, and almost level 39 on our bond. Not bad at all. Definitely take that. Okay. So let's see here. For mapping ways, it looks like we want to go to the right. So where we saw the dog-looking persona is where we want to go. Okay, seems easy enough. So it looks like we can jump up here. And then let's see here. Do we want to go over that way, or do we want to... Looks like we want to follow the wire here. Okay, so let's keep following the wires, and they should take us to where we want to go. Just keep being smart, make sure we're watching where we're going, and not get ourselves killed. Let's be honest here, because we don't know what we're dealing with for the most part when it comes to most of the areas yet. And honestly, with the fact that the Ganesha kind of did hit a little hard, we do want to be a little bit more careful than how I usually play. So we do want to be a little bit careful every now and then. We don't have to be super careful, but it's definitely better to, make sure what we're doing first before running into things instead of running and gunning like I normally do. Let's move along this wall here. Keep following the path and try and get to that.
I see another cake. It's that exhibition front.
Exhibition? What do you mean by exhibition? I don't see it yet, but apparently you see something through the wall. But let's see here. Exhibition, you say? Huh? What's going on down here? Oh. A cage with Alice? Really? Huh. So we have Mariko here, we have... Why do we keep... Natsume, there we go. Ando Natsume and Alice. Huh. What are they doing here?
Are these the people who were made into monarchs? This is all, was all that just some big show to him. In reality, he likely saw them as a means to an end. They weren't much for more than that.
So this dickhead uses these people for all they're worth. This is how he treats them. What an asshole.
Yeah, that's pretty messed up. Huh. So that's what Sophia meant by an exhibition. Exhibition of monarchs. Weird. Why is it only these three, though? Because, the last guy... Well, actually, we never saw the monarch of, Okinawa, so I guess it makes sense why we didn't see him. But Akane's not here, because you would think Akane would still count. But that's weird. Very strange. But there is a checkpoint here, so let's definitely grab this, just so we have access to this for later. And it looks like we want to go to the giant machine gun guy. Okay, well... It's time to fight off against this thing, because there's no reason not to deal with them, let's be honest, because we're definitely going to have to fight them if we want to go to where we want to go. Well, technically you can kind of run away from them, right? But we definitely are going to have to go through them at least to go to where we want to go. Okay, so far so good. Let's try and go for a big attack here every now and then. Just try and jump around, stay out of his range of attacks. As much as we can while also doing attacks to him, obviously. Just try and do as much as we can. Wait, they're weak to gun. Wait, really? I don't know that. Really? Well, apparently Futaba said they are, but didn't seem like it did any extra damage there. But if you say so, I don't feel like I did anything, but apparently we were doing something there. Interesting. Well, I guess we'll find out if I can get to Zenkichi again now that the other enemies are out of the way. Let's see her. Yeah, oh, it's resisting it. Okay, I read it wrong. Okay, I was about to say, I thought it said that. Apparently, no, it was just, I misread it. Okay, I was about to say. But it looks like they are weak to wind, though. Okay, that definitely helps. Let's go into, good old, Joker here. And let's go for some wind damage. Just because we aren't using, Morgana in today's episode, so let's definitely make sure we're doing a little bit of actual shield breaking to this guy, because most of our shield breaking is going to come from either, using the skills, or, jumping off things with Phantom Dash, or even just the fact that, in general, through crits alone. And crits aren't very common on certain characters. I don't think Ryuji gets them as often as he would really like to, but I think you can get them easier the further and further you get, and the more points you put into certain skills, obviously. But down goes the Cavern Snake Man, and down goes one of the, first real, I guess you could say real, regular bosses in this area, because these guys are respawning, let's be honest. But, let's see here, we got a new skill for Futaba, Active Boost AX. Further increases active support's boost to Showtime gauge. That is good, we'll definitely take that. And apparently our final skills are going to be Final Guard. Chance to save an ally from an otherwise fatal attack. That'll come in handy, definitely going to come in handy for sure. Ooh, but we did get a bond skill, so let's move away from these guys real quick, and let's actually use that real quick. Just because it would be smart. And I think maybe increasing our Phantom Dash might be smart, because of the fact that it does shield break, and if we can get the shield breaking to work in our favor, it would be really, really good for us. So let's put 1 point into that, and then I guess maybe save up, I guess? I'm trying to get as much shield breaking as possible, honestly. I think that's going to be our best case scenario for what we want to get done. And I'm surprised these shadows didn't go away after fighting off that big guy. But apparently, nope, they're still here, and they want to fight us as much as possible. Not the worst case scenario, honestly, because Valkyries, although, like, they can be kinda dangerous, but the thing is they only do physical damage, so in a way they can't attack our weaknesses. And honestly, Zenkichi doesn't have a weakness. The only weakness he has is his own attacks, so it's not the worst case scenario for him. And there it is. And there we go. We finally got our final Master Arts, Zenkichi. Alpha's Fangs. Perform follow attacks after a square triangle extend. Well, basically, use a square and triangle, you can follow-up attack, extend the attack for square triangle by holding the triangle button after you're done with it, and then press triangle repeatedly after a square triangle for more hits. Basically, every single attack now has a new different variation to it now, which is really good for him, honestly. So we'll try one of these, because I know one that's really, really good, and it's this guy. This is a good way to get some HP if there was a bunch of enemies here. Just because of the fact that the more enemies you hit, the more damage you're going to do, obviously. Well, let's see here. Let's try going for Megiddo here, just because we know it's going to hit through their armor, just to kind of blast through some of it, because they are resisting most of our physical hits. I guess I could have just did Fury there, but might as well try a little bit of Megiddo. Uh-oh, big guy. You know what? We haven't aggroed a big guy yet. I want to show you guys this, just because the big guys are kind of scary, just because I remember these guys. So I was trying to make him jump us, but he didn't really jump us. He kind of just, I guess, just walked on top of us there, but that wasn't exactly what I wanted to show you, but it's not the worst case scenario, obviously, just because of the fact that he's not that scary, as we can see here. If he's all by himself, it was multiple things, like big shadows here, like making us not be able to do our combos and stuff. Obviously, it would have been a worse scenario, but yeah, that thing had no chance, let's be honest here. Just because of the fact that he was way too close to us in Fury mode. And Fury mode is definitely can definitely be one of the strongest things in the game. Yusuke is the strongest just because of the fact that there is no downside to him. Zenkichi's downside is the fact that he does damage to himself, which then makes your allies use healing skills more often to try and counteract your health that you're losing. So definitely, in a way, Zenkichi is kind of weak at some points, but he's also really strong because of his downsides as well, because he increased his damage to tenfold because of the fact that, obviously, he's hurting himself to do more damage. So, yeah, he's really good. He's very, very good.
I have to say the city seems almost void of life. Is this the society that Koei's really hoping for the future? It's unsettling, but it's a different way of unsettling. I think it's a good chance we'll end up in one of those cases as well. I'm not gonna get caught again. And stop calling me that.
I didn't even get to see what she said about Morgana, but okay. Well, let's see here. Where do we want to go here? From mapping, it looks like we want to go left. Okay, so left takes us to our prison keep. Let's definitely keep an eye on everything. Make sure we're playing to our roots, not getting into weird spots, and not getting jumped by anything too dangerous. Because as long as we play safe, we're not going to get hurt too bad, obviously. But let's see here. We could just run for that one, honestly. We don't have to fight every guy. Let's be honest here. Never mind. The dog saw me a lot faster than I was expecting. Oops. Well, that didn't work in my favor, but I guess this proves how much damage the almighty damage does, I guess. Just so you can see it. Just because of the fact that, you know, it was doing normal damage before and these guys were resisting it. But as you can see, now that we're, you know, doing fury attacks, we're critting and we're also doing almighty attacks with our normal skills. It's way cool damage, honestly. And there's actually another skill that Zenkichi does that I really like. So if you do a square and then a triangle and hold it, you can do attacks like that. Definitely some pretty cool stuff you can do with Zenkichi if you kind of get used to his playstyle. and just, you know, just in general kind of get used to what he can dish out in a small amount of time, and then know when you need to not attack, and make sure when to back out when you think you're about to die from the Fury gauge, because Fury gauge is definitely something you need to always be prepared for, because it can definitely, well, get you killed. So, definitely need to be careful whenever you do it. Let's ambush this guy just so we can get some HP back. Just because, we do get a lot of HP back from ambushing now. That was like a 50 HP increase just for ambushing this guy. And apparently there's a lot of chests back here. Cool. I wasn't actually expecting that. I was actually just going for that in general, but I'll definitely take a free HP heal, that's for sure. Just because in general, HP is what keeps us alive. Let's be honest there. Oh, Ryuji's going for a free attack there. Might as well go for it, since he definitely knows what he's doing. Let's see here, we can go for a lunge or a swift strike here. Swift strike is probably better, just because it is a technical, no reason not to go for it. So let's just break through the armor and anything we could possibly do here. Ooh, we got another showtime. Definitely save that up for anything we might want to use that for. Let's go to, I think, on now. Actually, before we do anything else, I did promise to show you something, just because I don't want to forget it. So I said once we get to Zenkichi's next ability, we would go through his skills. So here we go. Wolf Small, we already went through. This is basically adds almighty damage to his attacks when you use triangle. Pretty easy. But Master Hunt, here we go. Increases HP absorption when Triangle Fury is not active, so more HP when we're not using the Fury gauge. Wolf's Howl, while Triangle Fury is active, HP consumption is reduced, increases the chance of critical hits. And that's where most of our damage is coming from. So, yeah, basically, now he has the ability to crit just like Yusuke, which is really very helpful, if we could get it to work in the way we want it to, obviously. Obviously, it's still a chance of getting the crits, but it's definitely very nice to know that it's going to crits if you're at least doing things right. It looks like we got a hack on our hands, so let's get ready for this.
We can do this. It looks like Historical's turn. Roger, it's hacking time, everyone. Ready?
Definitely. We still need to get ready. Yeah, definitely.
Alright, hacking in. Make sure you're ready.
Okay. We'll definitely try and protect you, though. So, let's see here. We got some Ganeshas. That's not hard. It's self-destructing, attacking enemies when it comes to just in general the little dog guys are definitely not helpful, but definitely could be worse, right? So far so good though, just gonna be careful, don't let them do anything that comes to the point where they can kind of get right on top of her, because that's honestly gonna be the worst case scenarios when they start, jumping her like this, because they have self-destruct attacks, so we don't want them to be doing that. Let's jump into Joker, I think, just because we don't play Joker enough, just because, it's cool to be able to use characters that we weren't able to use in the original playthrough, let's be honest here. So I've been using a bunch of the other characters that we weren't able to play specifically as in the original Persona game, so I wanted to try and use more characters we've never, played.
Even I'm being training for this one. Please be careful, guys.
We'll definitely try. 56% definitely is good. But so far, no real damage has been done to Futaba yet. We've been definitely really good here, but that's mostly because they haven't spawned anything majorly dangerous on top of her. The most damage we've seen here is the Ganeshas, honestly. Other than that, we've been pretty safe, honestly, for the most part, because they could have spawned snipers, or they could have spawned one of those giant missile launcher guys if they really wanted to.
Quick like an egg. No one's ever known.
You say that, but you're getting attacked by one of these guys right on top of you, so for a second, yeah, maybe not.
Excellent, we come in the place where you want them.
So far so good you say that, but we still need to be careful just in case. Even if we're on 98%, we don't know if there's anything that they could do. But there we go, perfect.
Okay, well, try to back up everyone.
No problem. So there we go. And we have 4 show times now as well.
That's about it. On to try to see if she wrong.
Okay. Well, it doesn't look like we're going that way, but isn't this the place where we opened? Oh, maybe we could still go this way. Well, there's the guns there. We can't go that way for sure, but We definitely did at least open where we needed. Oh, okay, I just missaw it. Wait. Now okay, I got confused, okay. I got confused because I didn't see that this opens up here. Okay, I felt like something was wrong there for a second.
There's an undeniable beauty in the aesthetic of this place.
I know what you mean. I feel like there's something, nothing to make it feel alive. It's so weird. It gets a little thinking from these down. Still, there's something new to it.
Oh yeah, your computer setup's kinda like this, ain't it?
Those go by way too fast and way too slow sometimes. I don't understand why it's like that. A lot of games are like that, honestly. I don't get it. But I didn't mean to shoot him like that, but I did shut him up for a second, though. That definitely works for us, honestly. But let's see here. It looks more Valkyries. That's not anything scary. Let's be honest here. Like I said, Valkyries are only dangerous if you can't deal with physical skills on certain characters. Most characters in this game are super tanky, so physical skills aren't that dangerous, and physical skills are also very slow for the most part, so they're not that dangerous in general to begin with. So, honestly, if you're dealing with like stuff like that, obviously it's not going to be that much of a problem, but definitely, if it was like something like, well, the double cannon there could probably hit you for a truckload, or even the sniper guys, or probably even the missile launcher guys would do damage, but anything else with physical skills really won't do much if you're at least prepared for it. I don't really use this Stakaja ability too often, so let's just change that out for a free revive. That'll definitely come in handy, and that'll definitely help us since he does a lot of damage to himself, so being able to revive myself for free would always be good. Ooh, a desire, wait a minute. Let's go for that. I want to go for that instead of the dogs. If I can, that is. Never mind, this guy wanted to run right in front of me. Instead of letting me just go for what I wanted to go for, instead they want me to fight some more Valkyries. I swear, the enemies in this game sometimes are way too aggressive, just because of the fact that we tried to run past one of those guys earlier, and they didn't even let us, even though we wanted to. But it's not the worst thing, but it does make sense that, you know, they would be able to chase us faster, because dogs usually attack, or move faster than people do, let's be honest here. But sometimes you just want to get through places without being attacked like that. Let's see here, let's go into Ryuji, since we know these Ganeshas aren't that dangerous when Ryuji's the one dealing with them, just because it breaks through their armor. And that would definitely be better than, you know, trying to force our way through the Ganesh's resistance to physical skills, just in general. Let's see here, this desire, I want to get rid of this guy, just because it is something that might be useful for us, you never know. Never know. But let's see here, turn on Fury Gauge, let's try and go for some almighty damage here, break through his shield as fast as possible, and hopefully he doesn't break out before the... Where'd he go? He kind of disappeared on me for a second there, but I think we got him. There we go. Cool. 97,000 yen, really good, and 1,300 experience, not bad. Okay, so far so good though. And here's Mount Chashiro. Oh, here we go. Doesn't look like a mountain, but if you say so. Well, that's where we are trying to get to, at least. Well, let's see the prison keep anywhere though. But that doesn't mean we're not nearby. Well, there it is. Talking about prison keeps, it's right there. We found it. Well, I thought it was going to be harder than that, but seems like it was a lot easier than it seemed.
Oh, there it is. The prison keep. Oh, I see a video tower too. That's probably how you're controlling all the surveillance cameras. If you can just kill the Koei, those things will be totally bricked.
I hope so.
Then let's sleep inside and steal it. Not so fast. There's cameras here too. What are we supposed to do about those?
Good question. Go for it, Skull. We'll crawl our way through, or let's go around. Let's try going around. Maybe there's more to it. You never know.
Oh, good idea. It doesn't look like the front door is that much of an option anyways. Oh, this straight path isn't always the quickest, right? Let's see if there's any other ways in.
Yeah, definitely going through the front door wouldn't be smart. We could have told him, oh, that guy's red. Okay, that's definitely a boss. So we're probably going to want to jump in. Just here, we can jump to here, stay inside cover points, and if we can get an ambush on him, we can get the best drop that we can possibly get on these guys. Because, let's be honest here, I'm surprised these are red enemies. Apparently they're stronger than us, even though it doesn't seem like they are. Well, you could definitely try that one. I don't believe it, but you can definitely try and say that, because, I'll be honest here, you guys don't seem strong at all. I'm gonna be honest here, but if you say so. Okay, let's see here. So where do we want to go? Just keep going this way, it seems? Yep, okay, cool. Just making sure so we know where we're going. I think the best way to ambush these guys is just shoot at him, honestly. Just kind of know where he's gonna be. Oh, that's definitely gonna be more dangerous than anything we fought. Okay, here we go. Now we got ourselves a fight on our hands. But that doesn't mean it's gonna be the hardest thing, honestly. It just means it's gonna be stronger than what we've been dealing with originally. Let's definitely try and keep an eye on this guy, and then try not to get hit by anything too dangerous. And if I can get out of it, there we go. Jeez, that was a very aggressive skill there. Ooh, we kind of barely a dodge there, but I don't know if that was me because I actually got that, or because that happened out of nowhere. I don't honestly know what happened there. But we did get 2 counterattacks in a row there, which is pretty good. No bad at all. I'll definitely take that. But they're definitely going for any kind of stat boost that they can possibly get. Jeez, okay. Let's try and go for a Tarukage on myself, maybe. And then go into Fury and try and do some damage here. Because I think as long as we have some extra damage here, we'll do a lot more shield break to this guy. Just in general, because obviously shield breaking is like the main thing you can do in this game. It's pretty much most of your damage and most of what you're going to be doing to these enemies in general. Just let's be honest here. As we can see, we're just breaking through everything with Zenkichi here, just because of the fact that the shield break and the extra attack is enough to break through its defensive nature that these things have. Since most of their HP is their shields, let's be honest. But down they go. Good. Okay, Agi dying. That is, heavy fire damage. Always useful. In a small range, not bad at all. Definitely take that over the medium version. And we're getting burn boost next. That could be useful. Definitely could be useful. But we don't need it that much, but it will definitely come in handy. Okay. Let's see here. Let's double check our surroundings, make sure where we need to go. Looks like... Oh, never mind. Okay, I got confused there for a sec, just because I didn't see a way through, but it looks like there's a place for us to jump to that you could see from our normal eyes there, which is always why Thief Vision is always going to be smart to make sure to use. Definitely, if you can't see something, use Thief Vision and make sure where you need to go. Also, I like this one cool ability from Zenkichi, the fact that his normal attacks do like Legend of Zelda, like little Master Sword swings to him. The little light rays from it's always cool. But let's see here, Megaton Raid. That is severe damage, always going to be helpful. I think that would be... I think I want to keep Swift Strike here, and then just get rid of Lunge here for Megaton Raid, just so we can keep the heavy damage just for... because it's a lower amount of HP to use it, and it is a wide cone, so it will come in handy still. And this Megaton Raid will be really good if we can get some crits out of it. Just in general, because as we know, the crits are where most of our damage is coming from. It looks like we can use these to get to the other side. Yeah, definitely so. So let's make our way through these telephone poles. Let's get over to this checkpoint over here. We'll definitely be closer to our, definitely at least closer to our very first, little power cell here that we need to be grabbing, because these prison keeps with their cores are definitely important. But Mount Chichiro has now been registered as a checkpoint. We'll definitely take it. Okay. Should we try and get inside that keep, though? Looks like we have to open it through a hack, though. This doesn't look like it's going to be that easy. And talking about tire shadows, there's one right there. He's hiding over there by the little thing over there. But it looks like, yeah, we gotta do another fight. Okay, well, let's prepare ourselves.
Oh, did you get us back into the prison keep? I'm gonna hack. Watch my back.
Okay, definitely. We got this.
Oh, I've been hacking, guys. Make sure you back me up.
Okay, we'll back you up indeed. Okay.
Okay, I'm going in. Watch my back, everyone.
We'll try. We'll definitely try. But it doesn't mean we'll be able to 100% do it, but we'll definitely try. We haven't failed one of these yet, but We definitely wouldn't want to, that's for sure. Just because it's not that hard, it's just the fact that it's, they do kind of clump up like this. That's where the hard parts come in. And when, the fact that there's stronger and stronger enemies the further and further you get is definitely a problem. Let's be honest there. Okay, let's go into Joker here. And let's change him into a healer. Just to make sure we're healing Futaba so she's not, like, super low on HP. Just because, yeah, we don't need her to be dying here. And, jeez, okay. We need to get rid of this guy. The big guy here is a problem. Big problem. And also, I would like, Joker to heal, just in general. He would definitely be smart to heal right now instead of healing, the wrong people. Heal Futaba, please. That's the only person that needs the heals. I don't need the heals, I can live, I think. Or at least I hope. Just because we still have quite a bit of enemies still, present, and there is quite a bit of enemies here now. We're starting to get completely and utterly, yeah, this is, I'll just be honest, way too many enemies. Okay, let's go for Megaton right here. Try and bash through the, enemies here. And just try and get them away from her as much as possible, just because this is way too much. Okay, let's try and bash through that one, I think. And just keep going for any kind of damage we can get. And then, I see one. Wait a minute, I need to get rid of the big guy here. Okay, you need to go. You need to go now. I do not trust you one bit. Okay, so far so good. I see an all-out attack here. Let's go for that. Going to, I think, on here. I think she has a heal, but she's out of it. She's out of stamina, which is not good. So let's go for a heal on Futaba Joker. Okay, I need to be a little bit more careful, so I'm gonna be more focusing on this just so I don't, mess this up, because I like to do these without messing up, if possible, because, redoing the fight would definitely not be the best case scenario, let's be honest here. But if we can get through the fight without, messing up, that would definitely be nice, I'll be honest there. And I think we got it. Jeez. Way too aggressive, but we did it.
Ladies and gentlemen, hacking up complete. And a pleasure.
And a pleasure indeed. Thanks, Futaba. Almost died, but we made it through. Oof. Okay. That was scary. But now we got ourselves a prison keep on our hands. So we definitely probably have another fight on our hands, just because of the fact that there's psycho energies here, and energy pods to jump to. But I guess we'll find out. Hopefully not. Nope, never mind. There's our fights. This area is off limits. Villains who violate the rules will now be purged.
What are you, some kind of watchdog? Let's wrap this up quick and shut down those cameras.
Yeah, let's shut them down completely. Let's see here, what do you got for a sentry? Oh, Savarati? That's not a hard thing. That's a healer. Okay, well, that could have been much worse, honestly. Definitely much worse. Ooh, free auto dodge there. I'll take that. Okay, let's definitely start going for some big hits here. Just because we do have our show times, we're going to be using them. And obviously, if we're going to charge them up, there's no reason not to make sure that we drop some big damage here and try and even the odds here, because these things are definitely dangerous and we don't want them to get any freebies, let's be honest here. So let's just make sure to, we can probably just spam our show times here. Just make sure to do all 4 of them and then go from there, because then it won't have any kind of, thing that it can possibly do to us for, scariness factors. Let's be honest there. Although I'm surprised we haven't, oh there we go, we finally broke through its first armor there. So its armor is weak to nuke damage. Okay, good to know. Definitely good to know. And already halfway through its HP bar, just through show times alone, and then one shield break through some nuke damage. Always good to know. Which means we're definitely safe for the most parts, which is always good to see, because honestly, some of these boss fights are kind of scary, let's be honest here. Well, serious, let's go for Torrenda here. Just to kind of do anything. It's going for heals. Of course you're going to make for a heal here, buddy. Yeah, how about no on that one and have a showtime instead? Because all the HP you probably got back is going to be completely gone here. I'm going to be honest here, buddy. Only 500 damage though, but not the worst case scenario, honestly. Just do a little bit of damage over time. Make sure to do some nuke damage. Let's try and swap over to a Freodine from our Ganesha. And that'll definitely be all we need to start dealing with you. Just because, honestly, That's the only thing you got here is your heals, for the most part, since that's basically pretty much all this Persona is usually known for is healing. Just because normally you don't use healers for, attacking-wise, but some people build healers as attackers, since you can build any Persona, honestly, but honestly, I don't think I've actually really seen many people use Saburati, honestly, just because, stronger Personas are already built for you, so there's no reason to do so.
Oh, there's nothing standing our way now. Let's climb the tower.
Yep, let's climb the tower indeed. Let's see if we can find our way over there, though. Praise our hero. Let's read a couple of the quotes, though. So, praise our hero. Any more? Seems like no more. Okay. Our hero is the best there is. Huh. They keep calling him a hero, but this definitely doesn't look like hero behavior, let's be honest here. Honestly, I think the Prince of Darkness was more of a hero than Koei ever would be. And that's just making a joke, because the Prince of Darkness was nowhere near a hero from inside his palace, let's be honest here. But a dirty figurine. Huh?
Needs to be taking a kaput. Let me take care of the cameras. Oh, that should allow us to check out those places that were blocked off earlier. Let's head back to the entrance. Yeah, let's. The way to the castle to be wide open now.
What did the core end up being, by the way? A action figure. Well, makes sense. He keeps calling himself a hero, and his password was for a superhero show, so it makes sense, I guess.
Oh, is this an action figure?
Why is it dirty, though?
Oh, no way. It's him, it's Zephyrman.
Zephyrman? So this is what Zephyrman looks like? Huh. You mean like the keyword?
So what does it mean? Sorry, I'm kinda lost here.
Deals house power sources act as symbols of the monarch's power. We call them cores. This is one of them.
Huh, this thing? Tell me this little action figure is a core. Why would this be a symbol of power?
That is kind of weird.
Oh, maybe he just really likes Zephyrman.
Indeed, and to such an extent that he would call himself a hero.
Even though he's clearly a bad guy. Whatever the reason, we have to focus on securing a route to the castle.
Right, let's get back and see if we can't find the next prison keep.
Yeah, hopefully it's gonna be back where we came from. It's the only place we can kind of think of where the next prison keep would be, let's be honest here, but let's make our way down at least. And then, honestly, the only thing we can think of, our hero stands for justice, no one can defy him, Lord Akira is my hero. Huh, you're out of your mind if you oppose a superhero. Huh, okay then. Looks like we can go over this path now, without being attacked by the cameras now. Well, let's definitely open up this treasure chest for a Tabar. New skill, new weapon for Haru. We'll definitely take that. So, let's see here. How much better is that, actually? Just in general, because I'm wondering about that. Because it could be pretty good. It is a almost 100 damage upgrade for agility, too. That's not bad. That is really, really good. And also, where that dire shadow is there anything hiding over there? Doesn't seem like it. And also, there's another item behind this, but there's no reason to go all the way back there at the moment. I can always grab that later.
Oh, hey look, the security's off now.
This will let us move around more freely. Perhaps we should return to Shinsuke.
Yeah, that's the one place we couldn't get to before. Let's go back there. Yeah, let's definitely check there again. So let's see here. So back to the regular jail entrance then, since that's back to where the cameras were kind of freaking out for the most part. So let's see here. What's going on down here? And let's at least kind of get a seeing of what we need to be doing in the next one, because I think we'll end off the episode very, very soon. So we're going to be heading over to the railway, shipping railway area. Okay. Well, I think that's probably where we're going to end off today's episode, since we did quite a bit, and also because of the fact that I have been doing a lot of episodes back-to-back recently. I did 2 episodes the night before, I did 2 episodes last night, and I did today's episode tonight, so yeah, I'm kind of running out of steam, but that's mostly because I do a lot of videos back-to-back, because I like to keep my mind fresh, and know what I'm getting into before we go running into the next episode completely blind, because I didn't record for like a day or so. So I like to kind of like do 2 in a row, just to kind of make sure that my mind's still in sync of what we were currently doing the previous episode. So with that being said, I definitely think we should wrap up today's episode here, just because we've done quite a bit. And honestly, we already got our first power core for Koei's prison, so that's pretty good. Don't know how much further we have to go for the next 2, but we're definitely making good progress. So, with that being said, thank you all for watching today's episode. Have a wonderful rest of your day, keep being spooky, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out. Hey boys and girls, thank you all for watching today's episode. If you liked what you saw today, please leave a like and maybe even subscribe. And hit the bell notification down below. If you guys have any kind of suggestions for games, please put that in the comments down below as well. Thank you all for watching today's episode, and keep being spooky. Peace out, guys.